2015 was a great year for movies. We had awesome blockbusters like Avengers Age of Ultron, we had awesome independent films like The Gift, we had even more awesome independent films which nobody saw like Star Wars The Force Awakens. Maybe you saw that one. But now it's time to look ahead to 2016, and there's so much movie goodness coming our way this next 12 months that I found it extremely difficult to narrow it down to just 10 films. So there's going to be a lot of honorable mentions at the end of this list. But first things first, here's number 10. Now let's be honest, video game movies have not had the best track record in the past. You've had Prince of Persia, Doom, just off the top of my head to name a couple. Not the greatest, but 2016 could be a very big year for video game movies, and one of the reasons why that is WARCRAFT. Now, I don't play WARCRAFT, but the trailer for this film absolutely sold me. I loved it. The fantasy element of it looks really cool. It felt Lord of the Rings-esque, but in a good way, so I can't wait to see it. This trailer made me want to play WARCRAFT, and that can only be a good thing. One video game I do play quite regularly, and I'm a big fan of, is my number 9 pick. Assassin's Creed, which reunites Michael Fassbender, whom I love, just like everybody, with his Macbeth director Justin Kurzel, and his Macbeth co-star Marion Cotillard. Now, I wasn't the biggest fan of Macbeth, I gotta say, didn't like it. But that does not look like it will be the case for Assassin's Creed, because everything we have seen so far has looked great. The costumes we have seen and the images we've gotten have looked great, and I love the fact that they're taking influence from the game, but they're not taking the story directly from the game. I think that's a very, very smart decision, and if they can make all the action from the game look cool on a cinema screen, just think about it. The hidden blades fighting, the eagle drops from tall buildings. If this movie is good, then that could be a green light to Hollywood to start making more video game movies, and that would be fantastic. I was a big fan of the previous film of this franchise, X-Men Days of Future Past, so having X-Men Apocalypse on this list was a no-brainer. Now, I know that a lot of people had some reservations about Apocalypse's look, and for me, the Power Rangers jokes got old very quickly. But you know what? Here's the thing when it comes to superhero costumes in Bryan Singer's X-Men universe. A lot of them are silly, but it's the way that the actors portray the characters and what the characters are doing that matter. I remember when people were hating on Quicksilver's costume when it was first revealed for Days of Future Past, and by the end of that film, you were not hating on that costume anymore because all we were talking about was that awesome scene with Quicksilver. And let's think about the actor portraying Apocalypse, Oscar Isaac. The man is one of the best actors working today. Inside Llewyn Davis, Ex Machina, Star Wars The Force Awakens, I could go on. The guy is amazing. So I'm very much looking forward to his portrayal of Apocalypse in X-Men Apocalypse. Plus, this has finally happened. Welcome to the bold party, McAvoy. It's about damn time. The Nice Guys. This film had the best trailer of 2015. I'm just putting that out there. The trailer was magnificent. I went from not knowing anything about this film to instantly wanting to see it to now having it in this list for most anticipated movies of 2016. Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling are two of the best actors working today, and the way that they play off each other even in the trailer already looks amazing. Shane Black looks back on form as a director. The humor looks fantastic. Can't wait. The Nice Guys may have had the best trailer of 2015, but it was Deadpool which had the best marketing campaign of 2015. The marketing for this film has been amazing. What Ryan Reynolds has done with his social media accounts has been hilarious. The posters have been hilarious. The trailers have been awesome. Man, I want to see this movie. Sewing Deadpool's mouth up in X-Men Origins Wolverine has to go down as one of the worst ever decisions in a comic book movie. But thankfully that's not going to be the case this time, as it's already looking a lot more faithful to the character, and Ryan Reynolds looks to have been born to play this role. I really hope it finds an audience when it's released in February. By now it's probably becoming a little bit clearer to you that I'm a big fan of superhero movies, and no superhero movie is going to be more unique in 2016 than Doctor Strange. Benedict Cumberbatch was perfect casting for this role, and I can't wait to see what he does with the character, and I can't wait to see how Marvel are going to introduce us to this new corner of their cinematic universe. We've had the Earth-based adventures of Avengers, and even with Jessica Jones and Daredevil with the Marvel Netflix series. We've had the space adventure with Guardians of the Galaxy, and now we're getting Marvel Cosmic with Doctor Strange. Bring it. 2015 was a big year for practical effects with Mad Max Fury Road, but 2016 could be a big year for CGI with The Jungle Book. The trailer for this film was really impressive and nearly entirely digitally rendered, and then he added in the fact that it just has one of the most ridiculous casts of 2016. Idris Elba, Scarlett Johansson, Ben Kingsley, Lupita Nyong'o. Ridiculous! And then it's directed by Jon Favreau, who made The Amazing Chef a couple of years ago, so I can't wait to see what he's done next. Killer effects, amazing cast, great director, sign me up. Of all the films on this list, Bourne 5 is the one we know least about. There is no title for this film. There is no real synopsis for this film. There is no trailer for this film. So why is it so high on my list? Two reasons. Matt Damon starred in 3 Bourne movies and they're all awesome. Paul Greengrass directed 2 of those Bourne movies and they're the best ones. He's awesome. Both of them are coming back to do it again for Bourne 5. Yeah, I'm gonna watch that. Now these next 2 movies, it was very hard for me to rank them in the correct order because they've been neck and neck for me for a while. Here's my number 2. Batman and Superman facing off against each other on the big screen. I feel like I've been waiting for this movie my entire life. I've read these characters in comics, I've watched them in cartoons. Now they're finally both on screen together. Whew. Now I know that many people say that the last trailer revealed perhaps a little bit too much. And you know what? You might be right. But that doesn't mean that what we saw wasn't awesome. This is the first shot of DC's Trinity on screen together. Batman, Superman and Wonder Woman. This is amazing! By far the character I'm most intrigued to see is Ben Affleck's Batman. I love what Christopher Nolan did with his Dark Knight trilogy, but while there's certain things that they definitely got right, there's a lot which they didn't. The thing which I perhaps most want to see in Batman vs Superman is Batman fighting like Batman. We haven't seen that on the big screen yet. And if director Zack Snyder can do that, I will have a smile on my face for days. But there is perhaps one other film which I'm ever so slightly more excited to see than Batman vs Superman. And that film is... The way Marvel have constructed their cinematic universe has been very impressive. But I'll be the first to admit that their villains have been quite forgettable, which is partly why Captain America Civil War is so interesting and clever, because the villains the heroes are facing are themselves. You can always count on the action in a Marvel movie to be great, and the final battle teased in that first trailer for Captain America Civil War between Iron Man, Captain America and Bucky, I cannot wait to see that full scene because it will be epic. But I'm 20 more times excited about the story for Captain America Civil War because there's so much potential there, and if they script it right, it has the potential to be Marvel's best film. And I haven't even mentioned that we're going to get introduced to both Black Panther and the new Spider-Man in this film. Yeah, I need this film in my life right now. Now, as I mentioned, there's so many films which I'm still excited to see, which didn't quite make it into my top 10. Films like Suicide Squad, Independence Day Resurgence, Star Trek Beyond, The Magnificent Seven, Hail Caesar, Star Wars Rogue One, Ghostbusters, 999, and so many more which haven't even been announced yet. But don't worry, they'll all get coverage on Amonymous videos. Before I end this video, I wanted to tell you a little bit more information about me. So my name is Amon Warmann, you can call me Amonymous. I've been a film journalist in the UK for about 3 years now, and I've written for sites such as Hey You Guys, Screen Rant, Total Film, and plenty more. I've been wanting to do this YouTube thing for a good while, but for some reason I decided 2016 was the year I'm going to make it happen. So here we are. I'll be doing a lot of film reviews, interviews, competitions, features, and plenty more. So make sure you subscribe below because you won't want to miss what's going on this channel. You've been watching Amonymous. Don't be anonymous.